This is the Nightwolf howling at you, and today we're going to head over to New Eternia to take a look at the Masterverse Masters of the Universe Sy-Klone figure. This version is part of the New Eternia subline, and in this case he actually does look fairly different from his original Origins counterpart. Oh, we got a Hordak over there too, looks like. The artwork here shows our Skeledrone? I don't actually remember what the hell those things are called, but they are another one of Skeletor's warriors, and one that is supposed to be coming out to purchase. We also see his Skeletor's like dragonfly copter thing. What's interesting though is it does look like there are a number of that's not Hordak. People from Sy-Klone's race there. On the other side, we just see some artwork of Sy-Klone, masked and unmasked. And on the back, we get the product shots. Obviously, if you look at this, this is the multi-country one. I got this one off of Amazon, and since then I've basically just been buying the Masterverse stuff from Entertainment Earth, or actually in the store if I find it, because I have yet to get multi-language packaging from Entertainment Earth. Down here, like right around here on the English version or the US release, we did have a little bit of information. I do have a picture of that information. I guess I could have actually taken this guy in and exchanged him at like Target and got the US release, but I didn't do that. Sy-Klone, the heroic fist-flinging tornado. The gale force winds of New Eternia blast across the decimated planet with the storm's herald Sy-Klone at its helm. I really wish when they had done that Masterverse comic a while ago, instead of doing that crappy multi-verse story crap, they had just stuck to doing a nice New Eternia story to give us the actual full story. All we know from what we've seen on packaging is Castle Greyskull is somehow exploded and they're looking for parts of it. Now we hear that the planet is decimated. So there should be an interesting story there. Well, let's open this sucker up. You know, I do kind of like the black and white product render on the side that show you all the parts that come with this. Of course, we have the little hole to show us that there is something inside that section. Oh, look at that. There's additional information here on the side of it, too. Sy-Klone's extra parts are a fist, well, two fists, the kind of flame and lightning effect thing, and the mask for his face. So he's got a pretty nice face deco here, but it kind of almost looks to me like it's, when they put it in there, glued the head inside the helmet, because it's obviously two different parts. It looks like he was off center a bit. So it looks like his face is a little too far this way, because this cheek looks bigger than that one. And the helmet is sitting down further on that side too. Damn, maybe I should have actually gone ahead and... It's the sort of thing you don't notice because the plastic kind of distorts stuff enough that you can't always see that kind of thing. But that's really kind of disappointing. The face shield. Just kind of, whoops, just kind of sits in there like that. It's not a bad look. He also comes with this clear shield. A couple things to note here. They do like to show it like this sort of thing, so that we've got that sort of spinning effect with the flames. We can also put them both going the same direction so that it looks like it's going that way. We just have the little peg there On his wrists, we have peg holes. So he can wear his shield on his arm like that. Or we have one peg on his back. So his shield can go back there too. And I guess if we do this, that kind of recreates that 2000X look to a certain extent. That being said, let's take the shield off to get it out of the way. Articulation-wise, we have the ball joint at the head. It does have that whole like open area there to work kind of as a hinge. So we do get up and down. We can spin, look down and up on there as well. And we can go all the way around if we want. The arm has a hinge up. He has no action feature, so basically you're just stuck spinning him around yourself to do that whirlwind action that the old toy had. But, you know, hinge up and down. Arm can spin. We do have a bicep cut. However, because of the fin here, well, okay. Technically, because the fin is actually rubbery, you can spin it all around. I don't know if you can hear that clicking noise as the fin moves. So that was actually a good design choice. We have a double jointed elbow. Although the bicep is big enough that we don't get a full, you know, coming together, I guess you could say. Spin at the wrist. In and out articulated hinge for that. He has the ball joint at the boob cut, so you can spin him all around. There does not appear to be a working waist joint on him, though. Oh, nope. Never mind. Got it unstuck. So he does have the waist joint. His skirt is a rubbery piece, so it does not interfere when you kick forward. And does not interfere any more than anything else does when you kick back. Or out. We have the thigh cut. Double joint at the knee, and we do get that togetherness there quite well. We have a spin at the boot cut. And it looks to me like the red detailing here is actually very open, so that the general standard calf for these figures goes all the way in there, probably connects down here. And of course we have the hinge at the ankle and the pin so we can pivot it around. Instead of giving us that lecternal radar dish that previous versions of SyClone have had, it is just a pretty, looks like it's a static image in there. And they just have like this clear covering on it. I originally thought that the covering itself was the green plastic, but it is not. It is a clear plastic. His flaming effects can also be put in his wrists, either forward or back. I mean, obviously the fists are to so that you can show off him in poses and your display. But honestly, I sometimes feel like the fists are unnecessary with these figures. Overall, I like the look of him. I think he's a great update for the SyClone New Eternia line. I'm a bit miffed that I couldn't tell that his head was like poorly positioned there. I probably will not go out and buy another one to replace him, because that would just be a pain in the ass and more money than I want to spend. unless of course he ends up on clearance. The mask itself fits in there and does have little dimples, well, to help hold it in place once you put it on. The mask look is not bad. I don't think I would use it though when it comes to the display. And also chances are when it comes to the display here, actually, I think his shield might be to a certain extent mimicking the radar dish a little bit, or what's on there. I think for display purposes though, for me, he will be on the shelf probably like this. Maybe I'll pose him somehow once I rearrange the collection room. That's going to be a whole nother video. I do really like the new Eternia figures overall. The variations that they have created have all looked pretty nice. But I do kind of miss that whole original concept where you could make them look like mostly like their original toy version and then the updated new Eternia version. But that's been thrown away probably to save money because most of these guys don't come with a whole lot of extra parts anymore. Mattel was giving us alternate head sculpts and now they're just giving us like masks. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at the new Eternia SyClone. I am trying to do somewhat shorter videos because, well, they're quicker and easier to edit, but also because I doubt anybody's watching like 24 minutes of me talking about a toy. But let me know what you think of this figure in the comments below. Do you think he's a good update? Do you prefer the original version? Heck, do you prefer the classics or the 2000X version? I should really start doing some retro reviews for some of those 2000X figures that I've been picking up at the different toy shows, especially since I've been finding so many of them in packaging, and apparently they're not worth that much money anymore. So there's that. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.